Gananam tva Ganapadigum Havamahe Kavim Kavinam Upamasravastamam Jeshtarajim Brahmanam Brahmanaspada Anashunvanudibhi Sidasadanam Mahaganapataye Namaha. Om Satchidananda Rupaya Vishwatpatyadi Hedave Tapatraya Vinashaya Shri Krishnaya Vayam Namaha. Shri Krishnaya Vayam Namaha. Dhyana Moolam Guror Murtihi Puja Moolam Guror Padam Mantra Moolam Guror Vakyam Moksha Moolam Guror Kripa. Moksha Moolam Guror Kripa. Hari Om. We have discussed so far 4 questions and their answers. Yesterday we talked about the importance of kama, desire. As Bhagavan says, dharma viruddho bhudeshu kamosmi bharadarsha. The desire is the fuel, desire is the power which motivates you to exert yourself, interact with the world, to explore your potential and express your power. The desire cannot be dismissed. And the source of desire is ignorance. Our present desires spring from ignorance. But desire can also spring from your infinitude, where it says, the Upanishad says, Brahman desired. So Brahman desire is to express its potential, its infinite power, splendor, happiness. Brahman is pure, unalloyed happiness, which is your nature, which we don't recognize now. So there can be 2 sources of desire. One, the aggrandizing desire to grab. The other is the desire to share. So desire to share springs from self-understanding, Atma Jnanam. Desire to aggrandize and gather and grab greedily comes from Atma Jnana. So desire is the same tool. So desire moderated by dharma is a very powerful tool. Dharma means consideration for the other, empathy for the other. When you have desire moderated by dharma, it becomes a tool of self-discovery. So this is what we have seen yesterday. And we also seen the 10 incarnations of ignorance. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya, Ahankara, Asuya, Irshya. These are the skills that, or attitudes or tendencies that you acquired over a period of time in your evolutionary journey. As you moved from the state of an amoeba to Amitabh Bachchan, let us say, or the amoeba to Albert Einstein, or amoeba to Amitabh Buddha, evolved. And during this evolution, you picked up these attitudes or these weapons of offense and defense to protect your body. Shariram adhyam khalu dharma sadhanam. The body is the first principle of dharma, he says, practicing dharma. Without the body, you cannot do anything. So protecting your body is a fundamental duty, which is called abad dharma. That's your duty. You have to protect your body. To protect your body, you can even eat meat, like Vishwamitra did it. Vishwamitra, when he was wandering in the deserts of Rajasthan, he felt so hungry and no food. So somebody offered him beef, and Vishwamitra took it, he says. So when your life is in real danger, and then you are expected or required or allowed to protect yourself by whatever food is available. But don't make it a habit. Since I have eaten beef once, now let me eat it every day. That is what is wrong. Don't make it a habit. It is only a standalone act. It should not become your permanent habit. So that's how we understood the meaning of desire. Even ignorance is a tool used by Brahman to restrict itself to a particular body so that it can manifest through these bodies. So this body is a Brahman project, I should say. Body is a Brahman project whereby Brahman want to express in different ways through different bodies. So it's like Amitabh Bachchan, to play the role of a coolie, he has to cover himself in a makeup so that he can play on the stage that particular role. And when the role play is over, then he assumes his real nature. So even this body is not a hindrance. The body is an opportunity, it's a tool. Mind is a tool, intellect is a tool, ego is a tool. But we get stuck with the one aspect of the ego and we are not able to extricate ourselves from that. So if you can keep on changing your ego statements, let's say, depending upon the situation, then you will be able to experience that freedom. When you get stuck with the one ego, for example, at home you are the father, with reference to your children. But with reference to your father, you are a child, isn't it? With reference to your father, you are a child. With reference to your children, you are a father. Now tell me whether are you a father or a child? Depends. It depends on the situation. In the office, you are the boss. Everybody is terrified of you. At home, you are the servant, isn't it? You are no more the boss. So there you are a subordinate. You have to play that particular role. So this ability to change your costume, your role, depending upon the situation, is called egolessness. So egolessness is not eliminating the ego. Egolessness is the ability to invoke different statements, different personality statements, depending upon the situation. That is egolessness. Otherwise, I say don't have any ego and you are trying to shed the ego. It's not possible. And the one who plays very humble, he is a highly egoistic person, I should say. He is trying to touch your feet so that he can pull your feet later. So don't believe that person. When he tries to bend to touch your feet, keep a hand on your pocket, because when he wakes up, then your pocket will be khali. So we have to understand these terms very well, otherwise we become ineffective. What is egolessness? Egolessness is not complete extermination of your ego. Ego is a personality statement. It's a statement you make about yourself to the world. So the world can identify you. The world can understand who you are. The world can expect something from you. You can contribute something to the world. So even ignorance is not a bad thing. Ignorance means reducing yourself to a particular role. And when the role is over, then you have to come back to your original position. That is what is difficult. You keep on playing the same role. And when you play the same role, you become a misfit because situations are dynamically changing. So this ability to pull out different roles from that infinite oceanic consciousness, depending upon the need of the situation. Like Hanuman. When he meets Sita, Hanuman reduces himself, becomes very humble and all that. When he meets Ravana, he pulls himself to the full size. He curls his tail and sits on a higher seat. So the Ravana had to look up with his 10 heads. That ability, that flexibility, that plasticity, our ability to organize ourselves, make different statements. So So therefore, let us not condemn desire. Let us moderate our desire, so that your desire project won't come into conflict with other person's desire project. So different people are moving around with the different desire projects. And we have to come together, negotiate and create a positive outcome, which they call these days win-win situation. So desire is the only means. It is a passion. It gives you the passion, the drive, the energy to express yourself, to unfold yourself. This is what we have seen about desire yesterday. Now the question is that in managing this desire, can I get some help? To manage the desire, you have to deepen your awareness. Indriyani paranyahu indriyebhya paramanaha manasastu parabuddhihi buddhehe paradaha tu saha. So one has to keep observing and deepening one awareness. You are not giving up anything. You are only deepening, going deeper and deeper. And you come to a state, a platform, which is called saha. Saha means that infinite consciousness, which is your real nature. When you reach there and observe, you have the space to organize your desire, to control your desire. Uncontrolled desire is a calamity. Organized, controlled desire is an opportunity. It's a powerful tool. As I told you yesterday, if you don't know how to control your motorbike and you jump on the motorbike, it will lead you to death. If you know how to control your motorbike, it can help you to come to the yajna-shala, isn't it? Same motorbike. It depends upon how you use it, how you bring it under control. So let us not condemn desire. Let us understand the structure of desire, the purpose of desire. And when you have that understanding, then you will be able to control and use the desire to the benefit of all. That's what we saw yesterday. And hence I quoted that Upanishad verse, So kamayata bahusyam praja yeyeti satapo tapyata satapas taptua idagam sarvam asrijata. The Brahman desired. What did he desire? Let me share myself, my glory, my power, my joy. Let me share. So there, Brahman's desire is useful, purposeful. Brahman controls his desire, whereas we are controlled by our desires. That's the problem. So you need a cognitive shift to take desire under control. And now Arjuna wants to know, how do I control this desire, how to bring the desire under my possession, or how do I become self-possessed? And for that Bhagavan says you have to watch, keep watch. Watch the world, watch your sense organs, watch your mind, watch your emotions, watch your concepts and ideas. That also is very important. Sometimes we get stuck with a concept. Sometimes we get stuck with a belief system. We have to watch that also. So by watching, you will be able to create that space from where we will be able to control. This is what we said yesterday. So we need Bhagavan's help. So Bhagavan means this. We should know what is that Bhagavan which I am going to explain today. So Ishvara's help. And Bhagavan says, whenever you are in trouble as a good person struggling to organize your mind, then I will come to your help. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanirбhavati bharata. So that hope is very, very important. So there is always a hope, I will be able to control myself. Now in understanding life, you need a world view. A world view is very important. The world view gives you the idea how you fit into the world. What is your place in the world? As I say, my place in the sun. So that world view, sometimes religion gives you that world view. Science gives you the world view. Spirituality gives you the world view. So, what is the Hindu or the Vedantic concept of God? That's what we are. And we use the word Ishvara or Bhagavan or Brahman. These are the three words we use. Ishvara, Bhagavan, Brahman. Ishvara means one who controls. It means to govern. Ishvara means one who governs, the governing principle, the governing intelligence. Bhagavan means one who has the power to create. Bhagahasya asti iti Bhagavan. One who has the power to create the world. And Brahman means that which is big. That's the meaning of Brahman. That which is big. And what is that big, we have to inquire. Brahman also means that which expands and contracts. Brahman can mean the original power, principle from which the whole world appeared, manifested. So let us try to understand what is our idea of Ishvara. Because the modern world, our children and our grandchildren are highly influenced by the modern scientific worldview. The scientific worldview say there is a big bang, there will be a big crunch. This world is a finite energy field, time, space and movement. So they have their own ideas. And our children, grandchildren are influenced by that idea. That is what